Hi everyone. Today I want to introduce my thesis topic, which is cooking without looking, and which means blind people or visually impaired people cooking. I got really inspired by the restaurant names Opaque. This restaurant provides a literally pitch black dining room for customers to imagine if you were blind, how you gonna eat without vision. When my friends and I first got into this restaurant, we were terrified by the all dark environment, and we have to put our hands on each other's shoulder to get inside, and used our hands to finding places, eating foods. It was amazing but messy, and what surprised me the most is the blind waitress there told me how much she wants to be a chef. It is really hard to dining in the dark for me. How they can cooking in the dark. With this curiosity, I started to do my research. Um, I interview a lot of blind and visually impaired people from schools and nonprofit organizations, and I also interviewed Christine Ha, which is the blind winner of the latest Master Chef. And I also observed the Lauren Martinez, who is the chef of Charlie's Trouser, which is in the Chicago restaurant, and observe how she did all those cooking in her kitchen. After all those research, I found out that the main difficulties for blind and visually impaired cook is keeping everything organized in the kitchen, which is really important for them because their problem is knowing where everything is and what everything is. So I'm wondering if there is a design which can help blind and visually impaired people easily and safely access to the storage and identify things they need for following a guide system during the whole cooking process. Then it could simplify the searching and locating process for them. So the more people with sight limitation could be acquainted with their kitchen and simplify enjoy the home kitchen cooking. So after that, I started to do the ideation sketches and develop some of my valid ideas, making mockups and test them with my target user. I found a really valuable resource from LinkedIn, and then I reached to them to it's a group of blind people, and they would love to help me to test in those ideas and test those mockups. So after research semester, I narrowed down to three directions. So my first direction is in the Zoom. I want to make a storage of kitchen is more easy for my user to access. So I try to using the pulling down and open up a cabinet system to create a predictable zone for blind and visually impaired users. As you can see from these pictures is the user testing, the picture I take from the user testing. So this is in the real kitchen, and people usually can just simply pulling down the cabinet system and then open up and creating their own zone and their own space. So everything they need is in this zone. My second direction is movable prep, which is trying to make simplify the items that prep process will involve. So as this picture shows, it's also the user testing during the research phase. So it's more about the cutting board. I used the one cutting board and divided into two functional pieces. First is the cutting part. the second part is the scale part, because blind people also have a difficulty to kind of measuring the items and measuring liquids. So this is like a digital kind of scale, so it can automatically telling you how much water you're pouring, or how much pounds is in there. And also they have a part that you can just tossing your compost and tossing your garbage things. And also beside the cutting board, there's a tray you can, like a drawer, you can pulling out, and the most frequent utensils there, so you don't have to finding those utensils and putting back. And also there's a gap here, so you can put your plates uh, inside of it, so it can be more stable. And my third direction is my third direction is using camera embedded to storage, and using iPhones to help them to tell them what is in where. And now in design phase, I'm still developing those three ideas, and as you can see, this is my wall. They have a lot of like inspiration, and also the sketches and brainstorming. So hopefully I will have a um, successful design in the end of the design semester. Thank you very much.